I'm ready to go ahead and replace this stereo with something a bit more modern. I plan to put in a 7-inch double-din touchscreen stereo with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, and my goal is to spend under $200. I found this S-Droid Ring on Amazon for $135 during the Lightning deal, and while I know that this doesn't have the brand recognition as other stereos, it should still get the job done, and it also includes a backup camera. I also had to purchase a new dash bezel and found one on eBay for about $27. I also had to purchase crimp caps and a tiny hacksaw, and this brought my overall cost to just $184.23. Alright, so we need to go ahead and get this top panel off as well as the bezel here. The easiest way you can probably do it is just get a flathead screwdriver, just get underneath and pop up. And there we go. Set this in the back. And next we will get this bezel off. And there are going to be 2 screws at the top, one here and one there. And all we really need is just a Phillips screwdriver to get that off. Then the rest of the bezel does pop off. Hopefully the lighting is good today. It is raining, so I am using what natural light we do have plus the light from my garage. Alright, hopefully we can see this well. Get these 2 screws off. Actually, there we go. Set those in the cup holder. And to get the bezel off, basically just pull. I may have to open this, and that is it. Now this is an aftermarket radio, this Kenwood, so we'll have to remove this bolt here, and it should come out pretty easily. All right, I'll be using a 10mm for this removal. Go ahead and replace that in the cup holder and get the second one. And this just really slides on out. So I'll go ahead and remove this mic as well as the antenna plus this piece here, and we've got the Kenwood aftermarket stereo out. Now I do believe I'm going to have to cut this plastic piece here kind of between the HVAC control and the radio for the 7-inch to fit in, but I'll measure that here or check on that here in just a few minutes. For now, I may go ahead and see if I can plug up the new stereo with this existing wiring and see if that works. All right, we'll go ahead and get the wiring done for the S-Droid Ring. Got everything done. This is my ground. The blue I don't believe I'm going to need. But everything else I believe is done correctly. We'll find out soon enough. All right, I've got the two dashes. The one on the left will be the new one for the double din radio. The one on the right is the old one. I'm going to have to pop the air vents off and put them on this one. Also, what I'm going to have to do is get these little things right here, these little clips, and put them on the new dash. That way this will clip in and hopefully fit a little easier. All right, since this clip is broken, I'm going to try to use this one here, as well as see if one of these on the sides will work. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this HVAC kind of out of the way. Alright, now it is time to go ahead and see if we can get this plastic piece off, which I need to go ahead and remove this. Alright, it's kind of based on measurements not recorded. Basically going to cut here and here, and it should work. So I'll go ahead and Alright, now cut on the HVAC side, needed a little more careful. Alright, I went ahead and got this radio somewhat installed. I didn't get a good video of this since it was dark outside. One thing I will note is I had to cut a little bit extra of the plastic here so it would fit. I also had to drill a hole in here for the bolt. I have one up here as well. I'll probably just use a screw for that and use the existing hole for this bolt here. I'm gonna have to modify where these brackets are on the radios so it will fit a little bit better. Additionally, what I think I'm going to have to do is use these spacers here for the HVAC so it comes out a little bit more once I put the dash in. All right, I think we're finally at a good point. I had to actually use this hole for the bolt. I got a screw in here. I really need to get a large one. I'll try to find one a little later for that. And for the dash, excuse the mess in the Jeep, I did have to remove these four pieces here. They were kind of pushing up against the HVAC and I couldn't quite get it on all the way, but I think it should fit now. So we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Actually, let me first get the HVAC, I guess these in here. All right, the new dash is finally installed, and after all the prep work, it made the installation a little easier. And while I don't have a video of the final installation, I will mention a few things. I did use the spacers for the HVAC control, so it's actually pretty flush, looks really good. For the vents, I just had to pop those off of the original dash and pop them on the new one. Took probably about 30 seconds. The radio turned out pretty well. It works really well, but I do need to add one more bolt over here on the bottom left, and I'll do that once I have some time to install the backup camera. But for now, this is gonna work. This is the S-Joy Bring radio. So far I'm pretty happy with it, especially for only costing $135. Now the speakers still crackle when I'm listening to FM radio, but only when the engine's on. So that tells me that there may be something wrong with the antenna or maybe some type of interference that's causing that. If I'm listening via Bluetooth, the sound is crystal clear from all 4 speakers. So it has a few apps. It's pretty easy to use. I'll go ahead and show the phone link. It has Google Maps, which I currently don't have on location, but it has Spotify. Obviously, if I want to make a call or listen to iHeartRadio, plus kind of the array of apps that you're going to have for Android Auto. It does have the little knob here to adjust the volume. It's kind of small, but it does the job. There's also a Bluetooth, a USB connection here. Just need to pop that little bottom section off. Plus, if you want to go to home or make a call, you do have the buttons up there. Plus, you do have the touchscreen that you can use as well too. So again, for $135, I'm impressed, can't complain. And if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll continue making similar videos about my Jeep and plus other things that I do enjoy.